hello, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming.
English.
Absolutely. It's the hardest
It's a
language.
good thing you're not a writer. Oh, wait.
Yeah, thank God. Oh. So I was trying to tell Todd something the other day when I was talking. I talked him onto the phone, and I'm like, I'm not going to tell you something I did, because if it doesn't work out, I don't want you to harp on me for failing. But I did a quick audit. I did a quick audit of how many pages I have left to edit for Hero to be done. And I was shocked. Out of 154 pages, I only have 17 left to do.
Oh, cool.
This is something that can be done by the end of this month.
Okay.
And that
hey, that's great.
I've got it, and I've got those 8 pages of art I got to finish, and I've got at least 6 of them done. It's just a matter of just having the time to sit down and freaking fucking do it. But I really,
you know what? If you set a goal and you fail, it's not the end of the world.
I know, but if you tell everybody about it and then you fail, it's, you know,
fuck them.
Yeah. My sister just
shit doesn't work out sometimes, man.
Yeah. My sister just sent me her invite to her New Year's Eve party, in which I believe, I'm fairly certain I went to it last year, and she had me as the poker dealer. And she's asked me if I would join again to be the poker dealer, and I'm like, sure, why not? It's a Wednesday. New Year's Eve is Wednesday, so I mean, it's not like we're doing anything else, you know. So it should be. I remember wearing a jacket or a vest or a sweater or something. A red sweater, a white shirt with a red sweater. It was not a vest. It was a vest. It had to be a vest. Oh well. I remember having Todd. Yeah, we got to talk to Todd about something. He needs to stop what he's doing right now, and he needs to create a video for his channel in which one of the characters, who is a shapeshifter, gets broken up with his girlfriend, goes out on a bender, breaks into a liquor store, and then right before he passes out in the bathroom, transforms into a raccoon. He needs to make that happen.
Oh, because that liquor store thing.
Because right now it's huge. It's a huge thing. And Todd,
yo,
you need to drop what you're doing. Okay. You need to create a short, maybe like a 30-second, minute-long short. There has to be a character in your universe who's a shapeshifter.
There is.
The storyline is he gets dumped by his girlfriend. He goes out on a drinking binge, breaks into a liquor store, and before he passes out in the bathroom, he transforms into a raccoon. You need to make that. It needs to go out right now. It's like the #1 search thing the last 2 days in a row.
Is it really?
Yes. It's crazy. But you need to make a video of that and use that image of the raccoon in the next to the toilet as the final image.
All right, let me go.
MK says, "F-do, just make it Trash Panda anyways." No. It's gotta be linked to this thing that everybody is out there searching. You got to do it, Todd.
Drunk raccoon.
A drunk raccoon.
I remember. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it like 2 days ago.
Yes, everybody knows about this. Everybody has been talking about it. Everybody's been Googling, because everybody's tired of all the politics and all the crap that's going on in the world.
Amen to that.
And they're trying to find something that's just stupid and silly, and that is it. That is it.
Well, if there's anything that's stupid and silly, I guess
you need to make that part of the adult fantasy world. And you're the guy I know who can do it, so do it.
Yeah.
All right, I will look at it. MK, what does MK say? He says LFG 4 years of AF. Yeah, absolutely, brother. And no, just make a Trash Panda anyways. Yeah.
MK says a poker night, not a bad idea. No, they had a good time last year. This is their 2nd annual New Year's Eve. Everybody brings $5.
Yeah.
They put it into a kitty and they do drawings.
Is this at your house or something?
My sister.
Oh yeah, okay.
They're much better at throwing parties than I ever was. So
what do you mean? Your parties are the best.
I need to make a video about my theory on sleep paralysis demons.
What's your theory?
They're just interdimensional Bill Cosbys.
That's a great
I'm
segue.
so glad I asked, Dave.
That's a great segue, but it's too early. We got to do introductions first. We can't do.
I'm so glad that I asked. I felt
Yeah.
like
Avery, how the heck
You're
are you,
welcome.
man? How are you, man?
You're welcome. What? I'm
MK
great.
says, "Do a drink." Yes.
Zach,
Yeah.
how you doing down there? You're quiet. How you doing?
I'm good.
Shut up. Nobody asked. Nobody called on you. Todd, how are you doing?
That's so mean.
Fair enough.
I love you, Zach. It's okay.
That's all
Let's
right.
go. What's going on, Zach?
Not much. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. Guys that don't show their face on camera get less respect. That's just the way it is.
I'm not very photogenic, and I am very.
It's all right.
very,
You would
very
break.
conscious
You would
of my
break the
privacy.
internet. I know. So
I kind of am showing my face considering this character is based on me.
It is based on Avery. That is literally what Avery looks like,
so sad.
including the vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd, how the heck are you? What's up, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm tired. Today was hard. I did a lot. I have a system that I use to track. I did 24 tasks today.
Oh yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. Like, yeah, and that's so we got the new episode live, marketed, emailed, did the newsletters. Man, just a lot of stuff, but feeling good. Ready, already working on the next one. And yeah, man, the next one's the last one for the year, so I'm excited about that. And then tomorrow night we have a celebration. We're doing a live stream on the Adult Fantasy.
That's
X
right.
panel.
That's right.
On
Very
the
good.
X
Very
profile.
good.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. It'll be a nice live stream. I got some surprises. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't believe it's been 4 fucking years, man. Like I've said that like 5 times now, and I'm like, no, like I can't believe it. I will say though, this is all from like Web3 because I had much darker hair 4 years ago.
You did. You very much did.
This is all recent, man. This is Web3 right here. This is all Web3.
That's
So-
what Web3 does to old people, huh?
Bro, it doesn't to anybody. I've seen kids that were 20 look like they're 70. So, but yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like the closer the year comes to a close, I don't have less work. I have more. You know what I mean? Like I'm just booked, solid, just doing stuff, pushing stuff. So, and I'm excited for the next episode. It's gonna be. I'm gonna try. I think what I may try in the new year is, the what files. I think I have a feeling it's gonna be like a mainstay. So, I might rotate like what files episode and then like a shorter character piece and kind of blend. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I can do one a week, even though they, no matter what I do, it seems to take me 2 weeks. Anyway, that's my day.
Yeah, one of these days they'll invent an AI that'll just plop it out for you,
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I mean, what do I know? But I think like that's like what we said before. Like we talked a little about before. Like, I had like kind of like I was telling Doc actually yesterday about this, or was it? It was today. It was earlier today. Like, when all this AI stuff came out, I had kind of an existential crisis. Like I think all of these artists are having, which is like, I spent over 30 years mastering my craft, doing everything I could to be really good at animation and comics and all this stuff, like all of these skills and web design and all this kind of shit. And then to have AI just be able to do it, it's sort of like, oh, well, does that take away from, he took a call on Nerd Den. Andrew took a call in the middle.
Do you want me to turn the mute off and let you hear it?
No, are
they
you
hung
still
up.
on the call?
No, they hung up.
Okay. Anyway, I was just like, I'm not even that. I'm boring. He hung up on me. Andrew hung up on me. He's taking a scam. No, but like the existential.
Which
crisis,
one of those two things pays me?
I know. I understand. But what I realized, let me get to the meat of this. What I realized is that there's so many people doing AI filmmaking and AI shorts and AI animation, and it's almost all of it is trash. It's not like they're trying to make, some of them are trying to make trash, right? But like the people who are like even trying to be serious, with the exception of a few people who actually are filmmakers, most of it's garbage. And I'm like, okay, now I get it. Like, it's just like everything else, like you still have to know how to tell a story. I mean, 30 years of experience is 30 years of experience telling stories. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean everything I do is going to be good, but it gives me at least a sense of like a baseline. You know what I mean? And like, there's not many people doing it. I mean, the only person that was doing episodic content before us was NeuralViz, and he's not doing it really anymore right now. He's taking a sabbatical, he says, until the end of the year, but I think he's just working on Hollywood shit now. Which is great. I hope he does it so that we can take over. So,
hey, Reality, welcome to the show. He says, hey, guys, glad to have made it.
Hey, Reality, how's it going, man? I was worried you didn't make it over from when we transitioned to this channel. I was like, we didn't do a great job of telling anybody we were moving over to this one.
Well, whose fault was that?
Yeah, I know. It's totally my fault.
All right. Well,
yeah,
good. As long as you
I take full responsibility for absolutely everything. So.
Cool. I get this pain in my toe.
Well, good.
It's obviously something you were involved with. So.
Probably, yeah.
That's called diabetic neuropathy.
So I had one of my customers came by and dropped off 5 comics that he wants me to send in to get graded, and I told him I would be doing it within the next week or so. And I'm not going to send just his 5. I'm going to send some of my own with him, with it to make it worth it. And I've been going through my books trying to figure out what I want to send. And since all of his are modern books, I've got to pick from my more modern collection. And I had to rule out anything that would be for me or for somebody else. It had to be something that I could sell and make money off of. So you guys want to see the small stack that I chose from?
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be at least 5, but I've got a stack of several, and I got to weed it down to 5 that I know I could sell. So
really quick, Reality says, no, I've been getting up really early in the past week. The time difference gets to me sometimes. Oh yeah.
Trust me, we understand. All right. Yeah. So just a couple of quick comics I want to share. First one is Web of Spider-Man number 118. This
is the Ben Reilly
appearance of Scarlet Spider. It's like $100 book right now, but I mean, there's not a lot of big demand for it, so it might be one of those. Maybe not. Maybe wait till next time.
Now, these are ones you're thinking about slabbing?
Yeah, sending off to get slabbed. This one's a classic, and even though it's not in the greatest condition, I don't care. This is Star Wars issue number 42, the first appearance of Boba Fett. In near mint condition, a 9.4, or it's like a $400 book.
Oh my God.
This one's not really a $400 book, but having it slabbed definitely means it'll be easier to sell. This one's actually a kind of a recent classic. This is Iron Man number 282, first appearance of War Machine. There were rumors that there was a War Machine or a movie coming, and this was probably going to be worth even more. So, but this is a really good copy that I got for really, really cheap. So my investment's really small. So if it sells for anything close to what it's worth, it could be a moneymaker.
Hold that cover up again.
Which one?
The War Machine.
Oh, sure.
There we go. Yeah, you gotta be full screen.
Yeah, isn't that
That's
great?
a good cover. I remember not liking that cover, but I actually do like it.
Yeah. Well, he actually appears in the. I'm bringing Avery back in. He actually appears on the last page of the issue before it, but they don't name him. It's just him, an image of him there in the War Machine costume. So they consider that his cameo, and this issue his first appearance. This is another good one. This is Something is Killing the Children, number 1, first print, but this is the alternate cover by Jay Lee.
Yeah.
That's like a $200 book right now, so worth getting graded.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is one I recently acquired. This is The Spectre, number 54. Do you know why this one has, value to it right now?
Not at all.
This is the first appearance of Michael Holt, also known as Mr. Terrific.
Really?
The same Mr. Terrific that was in the last Superman movie. And actually, people really, really like the character. Mm-hmm. So this one, the value of this one has not gone down. It hasn't dipped at all. It's still up there. So... yeah, it's still a good issue. Now, this one is one that I had as a kid and recently acquired.
Yeah.
Predator number 1 from Dark Horse Comics.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't it beautiful?
Such a good. Isn't that Wagner did those books?
I
always think it was Wagner, but didn't he do like the Predator? It was
Warner.
Predator and Terminator.
Warner.
Warner did there was in the 90s, dude. Warner was doing so many books.
This is one I picked up recently from a guy. He came in. He had bought it from Coliseum of Comics like a year ago for $75, and the guide on it is only $25. This is actually the 4th appearance of Harley Quinn in Batman the Animated The Adventures number 28. Graded, a 9.6 graded is like $70. They literally charged him graded comic prices, and he bought it.
That's really sad.
So if I get it graded after buying it for cheap, it'll be worth a lot. And then this one is just a perennial favorite. This is Wolverine number 88. This is the first meeting of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's worth
and it's still a good one. It's still a good one. Yeah.
No, I've seen that for sale a couple times.
If it's a 9.8, it's worth something. If it's less than that, it's still worth a little bit, but not that great. But there was a whole stack of other stuff, but I kind of weeded it down to just this stack. And one more that's actually on the press right now. Oh, let me grab it real quick and show you what that is. Hold on
show it.
A second.
Reality says he watches all of them, though. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. While Andrew's gone, we should talk about something important, like diabetes. Make sure to check your diabetic, whatever the hell you do. You know, you stick yourself and you measure yourself and
You stick yourself and you measure it.
I don't fucking know.
I've only done that like twice. I screw it up every time.
But
the last time I checked, my sugar level was way down.
Yeah, just make sure you don't do Andrew's diet, and that's just eat a bunch of Peeps all day.
Yeah.
I don't eat Peeps all day.
Twice a day.
All right. This is one of the ones that he wants me to send to grading. This is Legends issue number 3. It's the first appearance of the modern Suicide Squad.
Well, here, you got to put yourself full screen.
Well, I don't care to show that one. I'm going to show you the one that I'm going to press, that I pressed for me to get graded. And let me put it in a bag and board before I show it to you, because I don't want whatever you got going on to rub off on it.
What?
Just looking at it might damage it.
It's true, yeah. It has happened before.
But this one's actually, I got to double check, make sure that's the right size bag and board. But I got to check the pressing on this. I think the pressing came out pretty good. I don't think I have to do it again, but
oh yeah,
Transformers number 1.
Yeah,
the original
cool.
quote unquote mini series that became a ongoing.
Bill Sienkiewicz cover.
Yep, some gorgeous stuff. But that's one that is one that it's a toss up. If I grade it, will I sell it or will I keep it for myself? Because it's not one that I come across very often, but it's one I know I can sell and make money. So
yeah.
This time, for the purpose of what I'm doing, it's to make money. So
Reality says full screen those covers. Full screen that Transformers cover.
All right, hold on a second. Let me finish what I'm doing.
Damn, God.
Don't you hate it when I don't cooperate?
You never cooperate.
No. All right, full screen real quick.
That cover is so good.
Yep. And it's a direct market one, so it's not the rare of the issues, but you know.
I mean, considering it's Bill Sienkiewicz, like that's so you can tell he was trying to control his style. You know.
Well, what's funny about this issue, the cover was probably done before they knew anything about the characters. Like, I mean, this guy right here, this guy right here is flying through the air. That's a car. It doesn't fly through the air. You know, this face on Optimus Prime looks so evil. You know?
Yeah.
But they probably had no clue anything about the characters.
No. Well, they didn't. I mean, you know the whole story. Wasn't it like Jim Shooter that named them all or something?
I think, wasn't that the G.I. Joe characters?
No, he did. They did. It's one of the guys in the Marvel offices did the names of did all the Transformers as well.
Well, the point is that Doc's here. Let me bring him in. What's up, Doc?
Hello, I'm here.
What up?
We can't see you. What's happening?
Oh, hold on a second. Here we go.
Ooh, look at that.
Bob-
What's the teat of destiny hero.
Bob Badansky and Jim Shooter.
I saw this online. I thought, man, it's good background.
Sure.
Hold on, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it.
Andrew doesn't seem to have a sense of humor anymore about
I
his story
couldn't-
comic. And
I
it's only
couldn't help it.
well, it's only because he really wants to work on it and he's retired and he can't seem to get the time to
Find
work
the
on it.
time. Yeah,
this
I know.
This is something Todd missed because he came in late. But I did a really quick audit, and of the editing that I'm doing of Hero Book 1, in order to be done with it, I only have 17 out of 154 pages left.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
So it's something that I'm. The goal is to get it done by the end of this month.
That's awesome, dude.
17
I'm
pages is well within my capability. It's just a matter of carving out the time and doing it.
do it, baby.
So you guys want to see some of the comics that didn't make the list this time?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course,
And
man.
Andrew, you know I jest because I'm the hugest, biggest supporter of you getting this thing done.
Now this is not Battle Beast.
Don't lie.
This is not Battle Beast's first appearance. It's just one of the really good covers with him on it.
Such a good
That's
cover.
cool.
Otley is such the fucking
Invincible
man.
number 115,
He's such a
which
good
is
artist.
nice. I know nobody cares about this one, but this is all new Wolverine with Laura Kinney as Wolverine issue number 2.
Who drew that? That actually is a good cover.
Let me see if it says. It says Lopez is the last name, so.
Oh yeah. And
But this is the first appearance of Honey Badger.
that's awesome.
So, this one I really like the cover. This is a Birds of Prey issue, but turns out this is like one of the 1 in 100 exclusives. So
Oh,
it's like a $50 book right now.
I like
Yeah, I
the
just-
style.
the style.
That's good.
Nice. This is Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 6, the first appearance of Leatherhead,
Wow.
Oh,
who's the
God.
alligator character.
yeah.
Good one. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 5, the second print, which is the full color cover.
Those are all the ones that I had back in the day.
This is an NYX number 1. It's just one of the rare covers, which I like.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where it shows Laura Kinney, and she's pretty awesome. This one, believe it or not, doesn't have any other significance other than the fact it's an Adam Hughes cover.
But yeah, look at it.
Yeah, no significance whatsoever.
No significance, but still, it's got demand.
Just that silver badonkadonk.
This is another NYX. This is the same exact issue I just showed you, but a different cover. I like this cover a lot. I like this one. It's one of the reasons I bought it. Speaking of nice covers, this is a Daredevil with Elektra on the cover. It's a nice cover.
Is that
cool.
what's his name?
It's either Art Germ or Chew, one of
Yeah.
those two guys.
Yeah.
And this one, of course, Art Adams, drawing Angela.
Classic.
Very nice, very nice. This is one that came out. I don't normally buy comics for the covers, but this one just worked for me. This is the latest issue of Fantastic Four with the rival characters alternate cover by J. Scott Campbell featuring the Invisible Woman as her evil counterpart.
Now, I have a question, Andrew.
Sure.
Are most of these variant covers are most of them now just like straight pinups?
Pretty much, yeah. Like this one here, this is an X-Men issue. This is one of the store variants. It's one of the Virgin foil ones. It's just really, really pretty. And other than the fact that there's a limited number of them, which makes it valuable, but that's all it is, a pinup. And then last but not least, for this one, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, number 1. This issue has actually gone up a lot since they announced the Supergirl movie, because this is the story that the movie is going to be loosely based on.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I like
We'll
that
see.
cover, actually. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's a nice cover.
pretty nice. Yeah.
Now, did you guys hear in the news about DC and Warner Brothers Discovery
Yep.
being sold
Mhm.
and who's buying it?
Yeah,
or
we
who
should-
is potentially buying it? Supposedly it's in the works. It's not a done deal,
Well, yeah,
Not a
we
done
should talk
deal.
about it. We should talk about it because it looks like there might be some problems too.
but
Uh-huh.
$72 billion. That's a
Yeah,
lot of money.
Fucking crazy.
It's a lot of IP, man.
It is a lot of
It's
a lot.
everything. It's everything.
But what's
Like,
that
they would
say
be-
about Warner Brothers, though? I mean, like, yeah, it's juicy, but are they just like Hollywood's dead? We can't keep up.
Well, they're mismanaged, and a lot of the problem is like, I think they've had a lot of mismanagement and a lot of misspending and a lot of like things that didn't hit, and I think a lot of it also is that, I mean, at least when it comes to DC and stuff, like a lot of those top properties have a shelf life.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like Superman goes public domain in a couple years, then Batman, then everything else.
Mm.
Right? So like they have to find ways to keep Superman theirs and milk these stories. I mean, there was a lot of rumor, and I have no idea if it was true, but there was a lot of rumors that the what's his name? Director dude that did Guardians of the Galaxy,
James Gunn.
James Gunn, that his whole, you know how they kind of set him up to do the James Gunn universe,
Mhm.
basically for DC.
Mhm.
Like, there's rumors that entire pitch was for the sale, and then when, like, kind of like their like hedge, right?
Mhm.
Like, and then when Superman did good, but it didn't like knock the socks off of anybody. That kind of sealed the deal for the sale. This is all rumor. I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, you know, I thought I saw something the other day, and I didn't know if it was true or not, but it was something about like Cavill and some like hinting that Henry Cavill was going to come back as Superman
That'd be dope.
because
The
it
Snyderverse?
didn't work.
The Snyderverse
Yeah.
you're talking about?
I think
Yeah.
it's a little too late for that. They've moved on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so
Normally-
too.
They normally don't go backwards, you know.
Yeah, but it was like there was like a photo. I can't remember exactly what it was. I personally liked the guy that played Superman. I think it was very fun. I think it fit DC.
David Cornsweet. Yeah, he was well cast.
What was that?
Heck.
That would be Andrew.
There goes Andrew's 1984 McDonald's Smurf glasses, the entire set.
No,
Well, you know,
Pin
we'll
of Cups balancing on the edge of a pin.
look at it this way. From what I've read, one of the results of this particular sale is that movie theaters might be in trouble because the people at Netflix, assuming the sale goes through, I mean, just because it's there's a lot of, it might get blocked by the feds, antitrust and all that.
Yeah.
But if it goes through, from what I understand, Netflix, the people who run Netflix, they're not big fans of movie theaters. They consider them an outmoded, basically outmoded at this point. And the thing about Warner's is that a lot of the directors who work for it now, what's this? The guy who did Inception, the British guy. I'm totally blanking. Nolan, Christopher Nolan, Ridley Scott, all those. They all want their movies released in theaters, and Warner's has been happy to humor them on that. Netflix may not, because Netflix, to them, theaters are kind of almost an afterthought. Their money's on the website. So,
Yeah, but they just whoop theaters' asses with K-pop Demon Hunter. I think it's both ways. Look, you got like Matrix, Harry Potter. What else? You've got DC. A lot of stuff. Like, think of the DC animated universe and how often they do direct-to-video releases and stuff like that. It's a great place for that stuff to live. I don't think they'll stop making movies for their top directors
I think
and putting them in the theater.
movie theaters, I think the movie industry right now is where vaudeville was in the 1920. Like, basically that's when the original when movies as a technology was really starting to come into its own, and it was kind of this weird in between space where you still had live theater as it was, but you could see the writing on the wall that a lot of the stuff was going to go away because of the movies, and it did. And here's something else to think about though: is if this goes through, it means Netflix is going to own HBO because HBO is part of like Warner's,
Right?
So, which means,
I think a lot of the stuff behind the scenes that I've kind of heard through the grapevine. Reality says about public domain. Does that include new releases as well? No, it's just like whatever happened. Like it'll be whatever happened in Superman Action Comics #1 will be public domain, and then Action Comics #2, and then Action Comics #3. Like it just moves through time. But one of the other things that I think was so interesting about this deal, from what I've heard, is that like it's also sort of like a chess move cock block against Paramount, because Netflix wants to be. I mean, all these companies want their competitors to die, right? Like they just want to win. And so Netflix saw this as a win-win, where they place this bid, and if they get Warner, then they get all these properties, right? Their biggest competitor is actually Paramount and Sky. That's not Skybound, is it? What do they call it? It's
Skydance.
Skydance, yeah.
Skydance, and Skydance wants it bad, and they have money. That's Ellison's kid. So and they're strong. So by them going ahead and claiming it and kind of winning the thing, now there's going to be litigation. There'll be courts, the FTC, all this kind of shit. It could take years, right? Because of antitrust and all this. That's a win for Netflix as well, because that means that Paramount Skydance doesn't have it, right? Which means that they're starving their competitor of all these properties that they know their competitor wants. So
have you ever considered that maybe, they're spending all this money basically to buy these studios because they want because they want the little intellectual properties associated with them, but they're doing it at a point where a lot of those intellectual properties are kind of running out of steam. I mean,
we were just talking about that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm bringing it up again because, it's just it's more interesting how you follow me. And look, I mean, let's say it goes through. Well, they get the DC universe. Well, DC movies haven't been doing that well. Maybe they can reboot it. Maybe they can't. But after 20 years of trying, I don't know if there's a lot of gas up in that tank. They get Harry Potter. I don't know. I mean, I think Harry Potter is. They're
already working on a relaunch of Harry Potter, so. Yeah,
but the thing is, it's based. I mean, I'll watch it because it'll be interesting. But I mean, the problem with relaunches is it's a bit soon, isn't it? I mean, the movies weren't that long ago, but I don't know.
It's never too soon.
Well, the people that were raised on Harry Potter are now having children of their own.
So who knows?
It's time. It's time, and I don't have a problem with it whatsoever as long as you do it well.
I'll watch it because I'm curious to see how they pull it off. But,
yeah, you got to watch it so you can bitch about it, right? That's the rule.
I'll be right back. I got to
look. I'll bitch about it on the podcast on live stream because we need content. But
well, I mean, we have a rule in my family. You're not allowed to. If you don't vote, you can't bitch. If you don't watch it, you can't bitch about it.
I'm gonna watch it. Because.
Well, I think I don't have a problem with them remaking stuff or redoing stuff. Like the most recent, like the Running Man, the new Running Man. I still want to see it, even though I've heard it's not that great. I still want to see it. But the bottom line is that if you're going to remake something, make it good.
But the thing
make
is,
it better. Make it surpass. Don't just wish-wash it.
I mean, I think
that's true.
I think there comes a point where you can only wring that sponge so many times.
No, if you bring a new twist to something and something exciting about it, you can do it multiple times,
Yeah, but I think
there's a few things you probably could not redo and make it work. Like a prime example would be like The Sixth Sense. You can't make a new version of The Sixth Sense unless there was some type of twist that nobody saw coming, Well, everybody knows the twist,
I mean, look, I think, I think you're right, but I think there comes a point where you run out of twists, if that makes any sense.
I think the only thing Hollywood could do with The Sixth Sense is make a sequel.
Well,
and we all know that would probably suck. It'd be horrible.
I mean, look, I'm just waiting for someone to reboot Star Wars in the beginning. Just reboot.
Yeah, they're not going to do that though. There's so many stories out there. There's so many different tales to be told. They're not going to redo what's already been done. I really don't think, you know.
Go ahead. The only thing I want to see with this new Harry Potter is John Lithgow as Dumbledore. The rest of it I don't care about.
Good.
I think it's too. I think it's too soon, man. There's like so much charm and whimsy and very iconic imagery with all that whole entire film series. You've got theme parks based around it, tons of merchandise that's already existing. I think it's kind of odd to be
yeah, but the funny thing is that the merchandise is not going to change with this new show.
No,
there's still people out there that are going to buy Harry Potter wands and owls and stuff. They can sell more merchandise to more people.
Sure. Well, they'll fire up a completely new lines because the wands are going to look different. All of the imagery is going to arguably be at least a little bit different. Mm-hmm. But because I went to Universal and out there and did the Harry Potter thing, and I got to tell you, man, I've never read the books. The movies are good. I'm not. I had an ex who was a huge several friends are big fans. But I tell you what, when because there was a couple ways to get into that, and one of it was you go through what it just looks like a little alley, maybe to the restroom or something, and it's like whoosh, it opens up, and all of a sudden you're in like Diagon Alley, right? And it was just like, holy crap! They got the Gringotts Bank, this fire-breathing dragon, and even to get to different parts of the park, you get on it's like a train. There's no windows, but they have this kind of like silhouette show that's voiced, and it takes you to like, so it doesn't break the reality because some of the rides are on the completely other side of the park there or whatever. But I thought it was, I was blown away. It was so cool and so amazing, and I just think it doesn't make a lot. I think it's like one of those eternal. You got 50 years in this before you really got to think about
not necessarily, because I think one of the reasons why they are rebooting it is because the Fantastic Tales movies didn't really do very well, and I guess there's a feeling that there's a fear that that the franchise may be running out of steam. You know what I think is probably going to happen at some point is that someone's going to throw a big bag of money at J.K. Rowling, who's already a billionaire, mm-hmm. and she's finally going to buckle down and write the sequel to Harry Potter that everybody's been waiting for. And whatever you think of her politics, if she does that, I think more than a reboot of the series, mm-hmm. that will probably like really, kick it into high gear.
Well, that'll probably eventually happen. But I tell you what, the Fantastic Beasts, the reason why that one kind of pittered out is because they bent to social, cultural politics.
Oh, because Johnny Depp,
Johnny Depp,
yeah,
Johnny Depp.
What about Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Johnny
Fantastic
Depp was the main bad guy in that series, and they replaced him in the last movie with Mickelson, Miles, Mars.
Oh, really? Mickelson? Yeah.
I have to disagree with that. I
disagree with what? What part?
About
that they replaced him?
Yeah, I don't think
that people didn't like it.
I don't think that's why it petered out. I don't think that's why it didn't work.
Oh, it definitely pissed me off as a fan. So
I think I think the problem with that movie is the same problem they had with the Hobbit movies, which is that it.
What?
There was really
the Hobbit movies were better than the Lord of the Ring movies.
I couldn't do it, man.
We can argue that.
You're retarded.
The Hobbit movies were better. I will rewatch those before I rewatch the Lord.
All right.
Of the
Well, Andrew, obviously your tastes are degraded, so there's no saving you. But I think I think the problem with that is that this is going to sound really snobby, but I don't think I couldn't, after watching the movies, I couldn't think to myself, why would the story has no reason to exist except to make money. Now I know that sounds kind of dumb, but the source material.
That's not true. That's not true.
I like them.
There was a story introduced in the Harry Potter books
I just think from a
Dumbledore
storytelling
facing
standpoint-
this great evil and defeating him. This is the story of how that happens and what happens.
But the way
It's
it
not
was
a cash grab. It's expanding on that story.
So
I liked it a lot.
It's
Storytelling
literally
standpoint,
like
Andrew,
episode
it's just-
one.
it's
It's literally like episode 4 of Star Wars, where
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi says, "I fought with your father in the Clone Wars." This is the first 3 movies were going back and setting up the Clone Wars.
It just
Something people have wanted to see for forever.
And that was a disappointment too.
And this is, it doesn't matter if it's a disappointment. There's fans that want to see this.
I just think from a storytelling standpoint, it felt forced. Is the best
They
way.
made the Hunger Games prequel movie.
the
Because
Hungry
fans
Games I
wanted-
like.
The Hunger Games.
Someone
They
was
want to know what happened prior, and now there's another one coming out. There's another one coming out. If you guys didn't know that,
Those
Look.
movies are so boring to me.
Reality
haven't watched
says
it
reality
just-
says Clash of the sequel verse. MK says Doc Potter area beats Disney hands down. Best
So good.
immersion.
look,
And he said Mads.
Honestly,
Can I just say one quick thing on this sequel Harry Potter thing? I liked those movies a lot, but just to try and follow up a comment that
I like them
Andrew
too.
made.
I
I didn't like the last one as much because of the Johnny Depp thing, because it forced them to write a bunch of shit into it to explain why everything has to be different all of a sudden. And like
Right.
that was such a big part of the plot, and it's just like them trying
and
to
they also
cover stuff
had to
up.
make, and they also had to make Dumbledore gay.
Well,
That was
he
part of it. You know, they-
I
you
don't give
know,
a shit.
Yeah, I
cares?
know, but that was
Yeah.
so forced as well. You know,
Maybe,
I want
yeah.
to see the battle between Dumbledore and I already forgot what the bad guy's name is.
Yeah,
Grindelwald.
me too.
Grindelwald, yes, because
Grindelwald,
it
yeah.
was supposed to be apocalyptic and crazy and
Yeah.
something that set Dumbledore up
Yeah.
to be the greatest ever.
Yeah, I really
And they
like
were
the guy.
setting it up. They were and what's his name as Dumbledore was great.
He was good.
Jude Law was great as a
Jude
young
Law.
Dumbledore.
Mm,
Loved it.
yeah.
Loved it.
And the guy, what's his name? Newt, the character's name.
Eddie
Yep.
Redmayne.
Was that-
Eddie
yep.
Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne. I really like him. He's a great actor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it just felt to me like someone was handed a clipboard saying memo, new Harry Potter prequel, and then there were just a bunch of check boxes they had to click off.
Well, honestly, they got to keep it alive for the fans, and
I
if
know,
they're
I
not
know, I
new
know,
books
I know,
being
I know.
written, you
It's just-
know,
It
give us
didn't-
a prequel.
It,
I mean,
it didn't work for me. It just didn't.
and that's fine, But the thing is with all these great franchises, a lot of them are based on have backstories, have history, and there's a lot of fans that want to know more about that. I mean, Star Wars is a prime example. As soon as Obi-Wan Kenobi said, the Clone Wars, people are like, "Ooh, what is that?
Yeah.
Tell us more." And they eventually gave it to us. And I know the 3 prequel movies. That second one was good. The third one was good. The first one we could all do without. But the animated series, Rebels, the Clone Wars that came, those are fantastic animation, and great stories.
Loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was like season 3. They had like a 2-hour basically opener or whatever. It's when they were in like getting the holocron. Darth Maul shows up. That's some of the best Star Wars storytelling.
Oh yeah,
out of
oh yeah.
the entire.
But you would never
franchise.
have gotten
Like,
any of that if that one line wasn't in the movie and people said, "Ooh, we want to know more."
Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, Richard. Says, "Good evening, gentlemen, and to you as well, Andrew. I pray all are well."
Well, look, I'll be honest. I mean,
That's a man who loves me. He knows me. He's
I
got
think,
me.
look, I think part of the discontent I'm feeling is just that I want to see something new. Okay.
Then create it.
I know. What do you think I've been doing the
You
last
know?
25 years?
Guy
Hollywood
does
wants,
have 16 books, Andrew.
Hollywood wants to go with known quantities. They want to go with stuff they know there's fans of, and they're very reluctant to try new stuff. They every now and then they'll try something new and it'll explode. I mean, John Wick is a prime example. That first movie was a very bare budget action flick, and people loved it.
They had no idea.
And they
that
just
was
did.
gonna
They
be a
did
sequel.
nothing but expand on it, and every episode that came after that was even more interesting.
Yeah.
And then they did the crossover prequel with Ballerina, which, by the way, was a really good movie. It was enjoyable, and I hope they make more. And the Continental, the TV series, I know it was only maybe 4 episodes, was really good. It was very entertaining. But I mean, they're not gonna. They want to know they're working with properties they know they can sell.
Well, part of it is because you can't make a film these days without it requiring this insanely huge budget for FX, for any kind, like bells and whistles and tricks and stuff like that, because it all has to be this hyper realistic stuff and whatever. And I mean, sometimes I go back to some of the movies that have like really strong practical effects, and I actually still enjoy those more. But everything's got a huge budget. Todd and I were talking about it today. We're doing the behind the scenes for the What Files thing, and there was a point where you freeze it, and I was like, this looks just as good if I paused a show that I was watching, like a well-budgeted sci-fi show on TV. But they can't make films because the requirements for the like dopamine starved film goers when it comes to like action sci-fi and all this kind of stuff, it's just it has to have insane budgets. So yeah, I mean, like, they're not going to waste money on whatever. I wish they would.
I think, I mean, we'll just as a counter to that, we mentioned Star Wars.
Oh, Thrawn trilogy, yeah.
The original, the original Star Wars was actually, it didn't have that. I mean, it had a pretty decent budget for its time, but it wasn't, the $100 million budgets that we're dealing with now. And I think that's a big that's a big reason why the American film industry is facing these problems, is because these movies have just gotten so expensive. You basically gotta like hit it out of the park every single time it comes out. And I get it. Otherwise you're going to lose money. And when I think when a lot of these franchises start running out of ideas, when they start hitting the skids as they are right now, the problem, I think a big part of it is just that there's so much money tied up into it that people become really risk averse. And instead of like doing things that maybe will shake it up and get it out of its rut, they keep doubling down on more of the same because it's like they're if you keep blowing on the dice, hopefully at some point you'll roll sixes.
Well, now's the time to start creating something that can be made into a movie that'll be a low budget because it doesn't have a lot of special effects, and as long as it's good and entertaining, people are going to want more.
Yeah,
I'll just say this. But I think that day is coming, but it won't come out of Hollywood. It's going to, and I hate to, it's going to come out of guys like us. A bunch of guys sitting in an office somewhere far away from LA, using all the new technologies to create. Yes, a lot of the stuff that comes out right now isn't very good because it's made by people who are very good with the tech, but they're very bad at storytelling. That's going to change. And at some point, maybe it'll be. Maybe it'll be great. That's a great segue into bad storytelling. Maybe it'll be someone else.
Isn't there a new What Files that we could share with everybody?
Well, at some point, somebody's going to make something that's going to click, and when that does, whole new world. Maybe it'll be us. Maybe it'll be the What Files. Okay, rant over.
Really quick, total pause, station identification. Andrew, share that screen real quick. This is a trivia. Because there's a lot of good art out there right now for these auctions, but this was one I was really shocked by. I'm going to show you this page, and I know I'm only speaking to really like Andrew and Avery here, and that's okay. I'm sorry. Doc and Zach, feel free to pitch in. 1969.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me who this artist is. Okay.
It looks like Steranko. I mean, it says S.H.I.E.L.D., so that's who I could figure. Wait a minute, that's a really elongated neck there.
Is this an AI creation?
No.
There's definitely a lot of Kirbyisms, but there's a lot about it that looks really
notice like the really bad anatomy, right?
Yeah.
And like really weird, like that's a really kind of like
I don't Barry Windsor Smith, did he work on S.H.I.E.L.D.? I don't think so.
You can see some anatomy that's pretty bad. This is interesting to me because you've got like this artist doesn't know how to draw, like there's like knuckles that go all the way on top of there's no top of the hand. It's just like knuckle. So who do you think this artist is?
It's got to be somebody we love and adore who got better over time. I mean, it's definitely got a Kirby influence to it, but in that time, somebody like Mike Grell would know how to draw. This has got to be somebody new. It's probably somebody like Junior. You know, something like that, where you're like,
or something early Barry Windsor Smith or something like you said.
yeah. Barry Windsor Smith could at least draw a hand. All right, who is it, Todd?
You guys are so fucking good. It's Barry Windsor Smith.
Okay. He was hired back in the day to be Jack Kirby, to do like Jack
Yeah,
Kirby.
but like I was just shocked.
Yeah.
Of course, and I know his early stuff kind of looked Kirby-esque, but I was like looking at how bad some of the drawings are, and you're just like, man, like really awful. You know, it just shows. I mean, and for anyone that's never seen Barry Windsor Smith, like he's a fucking genius. Like he's incredible.
Yeah.
He's like
I can't clock his art on site though, but
This has got to be when he was like what? 8 years
Yeah,
old?
this is like super early.
Yeah, so
I get that.
well, I'll show you. I'll give you a comparable. So this is early Barry Windsor Smith. Okay.
Mhm.
Andrew, let me stop sharing and put me full screen. I'll pull something off the shelf. This is Barry Windsor Smith.
Right. That's what I.
This is Barry motherfucking Windsor Smith.
Oh yeah.
Like the guy is just like, oh yeah, I'll just have all of this shit going. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
it just
Didn't he do Rune as well, which is one of
did
my all-time
Rune, yeah.
favorites?
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the last thing that I remember. Like,
yeah.
was logged in my head.
Yeah, he did Rune. He did everything he does. He's just a genius, man. But he's like an ink god. Like he turned into like the guy just. You can take me off a big screen now. Like he just like does not. He did Weapon X and Life Death.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, of course,
like,
Weapon
he's
X.
just-
Yeah.
he's just someone who just spends hours inking a panel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Man, I
Rich
wanna
says
fucking read
Barry Windsor
Rune
Smith is
again.
the inking master. Yeah.
I want to read Rune again. I love that so much. I was so into it.
Rune was great.
It was awesome, man.
I came across on streaming that I forgot where, but that cartoon that Malibu had for
Ultra
Those
Force. They
characters.
did an Ultra Force
Yeah.
cartoon.
Right.
yeah, it's terrible.
It is.
It's so bad. Oh,
Yeah, I don't remember that. Never seeing that during whenever
It was.
on.
It was like half a season. I don't even know if it made a whole season.
Mhm.
It was pretty awful.
Yeah,
I
the
came across-
Ultraverse was, it was.
yeah, and I just Rune's in the credits.
Yeah,
really?
right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's on Tubi or Amazon Prime or
I'll have to
something.
check it out.
Yeah, that and the Wildcats animated series. I'm sure.
You guys
Yeah.
want to kill the channel?
Hmm?
You guys want to kill the channel?
Why?
Prime.
Hard case. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to watch an episode, and it was so badly animated. They would have like shots of the wrong character talking.
Really?
Yes. They would use a shot for a character talking that didn't make sense to the continuity of what was happening.
They're trying to have like a really cool animated intro though.
Right.
Wait a minute. Sludge was a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy. Why are they putting him in as a bad guy? Oh well. Well, you saw Rune, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw him in there. Yeah. Also, so funny. Also, Eternal Warrior
Oh yeah. Eternal
Right?
Warrior was good.
did a lot of those too.
Was Valiant.
Just jogging,
Archer and
jogging the old
Armstrong.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah,
Archer
he-
and Armstrong. Fuck, I love Valiant.
He was writing and drawing 2 books a month.
Mhm.
Yep. He also did early Exo Man of War and Solar.
Yep.
They're all my
He was-
favorite books, man. And that's, I mean, like, seriously, like, those are all my favorite, some of my very favorites of all time.
Well, speaking of bad animation, you guys want to check out the
Fuck
latest
you! Oh my god!
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I
I'm
know.
just
Go
kidding.
ahead. Yes.
You guys want to check out the new Adult Fantasy
Yes.
HQ
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. Look at this really fast. Let me just share this. I'm just Googling stuff. While we're on Barry Windsor Smith. I just never seen this before, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Just
Sure.
one photo. One
All right,
photo.
all right.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like blow it up or not. There we go. Yeah. That's cool.
That's
Oh yeah, is that old Barry Windsor Smith?
Mm.
No. Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
This was
Yeah, that's it.
which
that
our knowledge is
Kirby-
unpublished. Yeah. It says right here,
Really?
Smith. Right down there.
That's that early Kirby phase.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's
it's like
got early
psychedelic as
80s
hell.
stuff, so.
It's very cool.
Yep.
Oh, Marvelvania number 6, 1970.
70s.
Yeah.
Even. All right.
That's cool.
So this is the latest episode of the What Files from Adult Fantasy HQ. We've heard of those guys. I mean, I've been impressed with what they've been putting out there, so it's worth sharing it. But I wouldn't recommend anybody subscribing or anything like that. I mean, yeah, it's not that important. They're gonna still make stuff whether we check it out or not. So
Oh God.
yeah. So in the meantime, if you get an opportunity, go to Adult Fantasy HQ. Don't go to Adult Fantasy Tales. That's a completely different YouTube channel.
Yeah, really quick. Richard says Frankenstein was his best. I don't know, man. For Barry Windsor Smith, Monster is a masterwork.
I thought, what's his name? Wrightson's Frankenstein was good.
Frankenstein, yeah. Well, maybe he's talking about Wrightson's Frankenstein.
Oh,
I don't
well,
know.
Barry Windsor Smith probably did something with it.
Maybe.
He's done a lot of stuff, you know.
Barry Windsor Smith's Monster though is like this thick. It took him 30 years to draw, and it's like incredible.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we're going
Right.
to start this, and we will pause for every now and then just to get a little bit of behind the scenes from the guys that did it.
They can plural.
Everything I've set up until this point has been incorrect. So why
No,
would
it's great. Just push the play button.
we'll talk to some of the heads of the studio that
Great,
created
yeah.
this. Yes. All right. Go.
March 14th, 2019,
Did you guys hear it?
3:31 a.m.
All right.
Sarah Mitchell wakes up.
You got to turn down your audio though.
She can't move. She can't scream. And there's something in the room with her.
No.
A figure. But
Andrew,
it's too
pause it.
tall. Black
Pause
of
it.
it.
Pause it. It's the background audio. It's the StreamYard audio.
I hear it fine.
Yeah, but I hear the StreamYard audio. There you go.
I don't hear it.
And the darkness. It
Thank you.
leans closer. 3 minutes later, it's gone. And Sarah joins millions of people throughout history who've seen the same thing. Same figure. Same terror. Science calls it a hallucination. But what if they're only half right?
Now,
Welcome.
quick question, Todd. Was this episode inspired by live events, real events, something that really happened to you or to someone you know?
No. Interestingly enough, I just was looking. I mean, it was pure mathematics. I was looking for something that people were searching for on YouTube, and basically, I'm. This is a little more. This is like step 2. It's like phase 2, right? Like phase 1 was figuring out if we could, or if I could, like actually make an episode and deliver it on a recurring basis.
Right.
Phase 2 is like, okay, I feel confident that I can do it at a level that I'd be okay with, and that isn't embarrassing. And now it's like, okay, well, I need the other component, which is discovery, right? I love adult fantasy, obviously.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, it's great. He asked me a question and he fucking leaves. Uh,
Oh God.
So anyway, you love adult fantasy. I love
Hey, guys,
adult fantasies too.
I'll be
yeah,
right
me
back, guys.
too. Fuck off, Doc. You son of a bitch. But we should all just leave. But no, so I love adult fantasy, obviously. But I also am a realist, and I know that people aren't going to YouTube to type in adult fantasy because they don't know we exist yet. So so the marketing side of me kicks in. It's like, okay, well, I need to kind of like Trojan horse people in to adult fantasy a little bit. It's like, okay, what can I put out there that is in the realm of something that people, one, would be fun to do, right? But is also like in the realm of something that people are going to actually search for on YouTube, right? And so they hopefully come in, they see this, it's a topic that they're interested in, sleep paralysis and sleep paralysis demons are something that like a lot of people search for on YouTube monthly. So over time, theoretically, we should get a couple of views on this and hopefully like kind of bring people into the universe of adult fantasy that way. And so that's sort of
I was really hoping you were going to tell me that you woke up in the middle of the night and had a sleep demon happen to you, and that's what inspired this.
I did, but then we broke up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Back to the video.
To the What Files. I'm Dr. Victor Zeitgeist, broadcasting from Hyper Brooklyn, a city that exists between dimensions. Tonight, we're investigating a phenomenon from your world, sleep paralysis demons. But by the end of this, you might wonder if your world and mine aren't so different after all. Sleep paralysis affects 8% of people at least once. And here's what makes it fascinating. The experience is identical across cultures and centuries. Medieval Europeans called it the old hag. She'd sit on your chest and steal your breath. In Japan, Kanashibari, bound by a metal rope. Mexico, Newfoundland, Africa, Asia, different names, same entity. Yes, Screecher, I know. Cultural transmission, right? Except modern sleep studies on people who'd never heard these folklore tales report the same figure. Same shadow, same crushing sensation.
Tall and completely black.
No face, but I knew it was looking at me.
The most evil thing I've ever felt.
So what's actually happening? When you dream...
All three of those voices were Melissa.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I just like one, I trained one to like a Southern man, one to an African-American Southern woman, and then that third one is actually Melissa's voice.
Okay, very cool.
Oh, interesting.
Your brain paralyzes you. It's called REM atonia, a safety mechanism. Without it, you'd physically act out your dreams. Normally, this paralysis ends before you wake up, but sometimes the timing glitches. You're conscious, but your body is still locked down. You can't move. Your eyes are open, and your brain, which is caught between sleeping and waking, starts filling in the gaps. This in-between state, hypnagogia, is when your visual cortex fires randomly.
All right. Did you make up any of those terms?
No. All of the facts are real.
Okay.
Like I researched it. One of my big fears is that I get some of the stuff wrong because it's really hard to discern what's real and what's not on the internet nowadays. But no, all of those terms are real, and the stats are real, and the scientific explanation is real.
Yeah. It's scary as shit.
You see things that aren't there. A crushing sensation. That's your chest muscles still partially paralyzed. Your breathing feels restricted. So your panicked brain invents a reason. Something's sitting on you. The shadow figure, a byproduct of your threat detection system activated, while your rational brain is still offline. Evolution wired us to see predators in the dark. When you're paralyzed and terrified, your brain manufactures the ultimate predator. That's the official explanation. Neat, tidy, backed by neuroscience. But it doesn't explain everything. Let's talk about what the textbooks leave out. First, there's the consistency problem. Why does every culture, separated by thousands of miles and thousands of years, describe the same entity? Not just a scary thing, the same thing.
Pause it.
Tall, black.
Go back to that last shot. I'm just gonna give away some stuff.
Okay.
Oblivio at Lux.
Oblivio at Lux.
Yeah.
Okay. What
So
is it?
Oblivio at Lux is Oblivio at Lux was in
Lux is light, right?
Yeah, Oblivion. It stands for it's Latin for oblivion and light. And
Right.
Oblivio at Lux was was in the government stamp from the General Steel episode.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Little Easter
I
eggs.
wouldn't remember of that.
Yeah. Richard says, when did this come out, Todd? YouTube never notified me this new one. I also like the character. Oh, Rich, it just came out today. It just went live today.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, YouTube is known for its notification system. So
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, not notifying people of what they subscribe to.
yeah. So, but it's on YouTube right now.
Check it out.
The
do.
same thing. Tall, black, humanoid but wrong. Malevolent presence, crushing weight. Hallucinations should vary wildly based on personal experience and cultural context. If I hallucinate a predator, I might see a bear, a wolf, or a home invader, all depending on my fears. But sleep paralysis victims all see the same figure, even when they've never heard the folklore. Second, the multiple witness problem. There are documented cases, rare but documented, where two people in the same room experience sleep paralysis simultaneously and describe the same entity in the same location. Boston, 2011. College roommates wake paralyzed within seconds of each other. Both see a tall shadow figure standing between their beds. Both describe a turning to look at each of them. Neither had experienced sleep paralysis before. Neither had discussed the phenomenon.
So why is one of the girls bleeding from her nose?
I have no idea. That was that was kind of a happy accident. Like, in the storyboard, it just had kind of a deep shadow in her nose.
Right.
And when I animate each shot dozens of times. But this time for that shot, it rolled that little bloody nose. And I don't know, I just liked it. It made it more intense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So just a stylistic thing. There's like another one earlier. If you remember the woman with the close-up head and she's like laying on her side and she's breathing heavy.
Uh-huh.
I loved it because it looked really realistic, but it also, she has like a little tear that just slowly rolls down her cheek. Right. And that was the only roll that had a little tear running down her cheek. I was like, that's really cool. Like or sweat. It could have been, it's either a tear or sweat, who knows, but it just feels a little more intense if your nose is starting to bleed or something like that, you know?
Yeah. MK said he had the same question. So
yeah. Awesome.
Yes, Screecher, that's
pause it real quick. I got another
theory.
I'll also say that like one of the other things I still have to figure out is like Screecher. So Screecher's an alien, and I've just decided he kind of morphs. So like whatever. But I don't know. Like I love his base pose where he just has that it just like right now his mouth kind of goes down.
Right.
And then
right.
the last episode when he would talk, it kind of went up and formed a mouth. So there is like a way for it to kind of morph to work for a mouth. But I kind of feel like I have to make a decision and maybe just stick to having a mouth shape. I'm not sure. I'm open to suggestions on that because I don't really know. Because I like it. Like I think it looks better like a plushie if he was like this. But then the mouth has to, you know, it kind of comes up. I don't know.
All right, we'll keep going.
Yeah, whatever.
Third, the electromagnetic anomalies. Some researchers have detected unusual EM field fluctuations during documented sleep paralysis episodes. Now, correlation isn't causation. The brain does generate electrical activity, but the patterns don't match normal sleep stage signatures. And fourth, the historical persistence. This phenomenon has been reported continuously for at least 1,000 years. The descriptions haven't evolved or changed despite massive cultural shifts. The medieval peasant and the modern college student see the same thing. So we have universal consistency, multiple witness cases, unexplained EM readings, and historical persistence across cultural boundaries. The official explanation accounts for individual experiences, but it struggles with the collective ones. Which brings us to a different theory, one we've observed here in Hyper Brooklyn. In our universe, we live under the Guardian Gloam, a dimensional containment field built by an ancient alien race.
Wait a minute. The containment gloam was built by an ancient alien race? I thought it was built by Stanwell Perpetual.
Well, you'll find out, won't you?
Okay. You literally said it in the last episode that Stanwell Perpetual built it.
Mm-hmm.
He also said the theory that it was actually built by aliens.
Right. It's like the official thing versus the other bits.
Everybody knows. Yeah, it's sort of sorry, Rich says my sleep paralysis ended when I got a divorce.
No, that's good.
Yeah, it's common
believe that the
so common wisdom is that Stanwell built the gloam. That's what we've established last episode, right?
Right.
And now, but there's he is sort of the conspiracy theorist, or the other establishment is that it wasn't actually built by him. It was built by an alien race, but there's no proof to that, right? There's no proof that it was actually built.
Fact, so
right. Okay, fine. You know,
I'm just saying. All right.
Keep something dangerous.
Pause it again. Pause it
city.
really quick. I'm gonna get my ass kicked on continuity, aren't I?
Oh, yes, you are.
You're gonna kill me on continuity, aren't you?
I noticed he doesn't have a ring on this entire episode.
Fuck you. Did I tell you about that? Did I tell you why?
You did tell us, and you told us why. You have a reasoning for it.
I do have a reason. Yeah, basically, for those that don't know, like the last episode, he had a ring on his finger, and I don't know why, but because I thought it would be cool if he had a wedding band on, just to give him a character of like, oh, he's married, and you don't know who he's married to, and it just adds a little bit of human character to it. And for some reason, it drove the AI nuts. It would morph. It would always put another ring on his other finger, like multiple rings, one ring, a different ring. It would swap from this ring to this hand to this hand. It was a nightmare getting those rings to work. And so for this episode, I was like, fuck it. He has no rings. Originally, I was going to put rings on both hands, and I tried that, and it still didn't work. And then I took the ring off, and even with the ring off, it still like the AI still remembered that the character had AI forced him to split from his partner. Yes, exactly. Like, yeah, I was gonna make rings his superpower, like he had like rings of power or something, but it just wasn't working. Even with the rings off, the AI would still roll him with a wedding band on because it somehow remembered that this character had a wedding ring on. It was crazy. It was so much work. AI powered his ring. AI pawned his rings.
Pawned his rings. Yeah.
Owned his rings. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to have his rings back, but it's just too much trouble.
All right.
But thanks for
it
remembering.
Also creates dimensional bleed through. When you build a barrier between dimensions, you don't seal them perfectly. Think of it like a mosquito net. Most things can't pass through, but the tiniest entities can slip through the gaps, or entities that exist partially outside physical space. And then there's the rift, a fracture in space-time running through Hyper-Brooklyn, causing realities to overlap. Different timelines intersecting. Now here's the question. What if barriers between dimensions are naturally thinnest when consciousness is between states? When you're falling asleep or waking up, your consciousness isn't fully anchored. You're between the waking world and the dream world, which may itself be a dimensional layer we don't understand. In that liminal moment, paralyzed, vulnerable, caught between realities, what if something can cross over? Not something that wants to hurt you, but something that exists in the spaces between dimensions. The dimensional entity drawn to the electromagnetic signature of consciousness in transition. The shadow figure isn't a hallucination, and it's not a demon. It's something that exists primarily in dimensional interstitial space, the cracks between realities. Most of the time, you can't perceive it because you're fully anchored in your dimension. But when you're in sleep paralysis, caught between REM and waking, your perceptual field briefly overlaps with theirs. You see each other. The entity, sensing your consciousness, investigates. That explains the consistency. It's not different hallucinations, it's the same type of entity. That explains the electromagnetic fluctuations. That explains multiple witnesses occasionally seeing it simultaneously. And it explains why cultures separated by thousands of miles report the same figure. Because it's not cultural transmission, it's direct observation. In Hyper-Brooklyn, we call them Rift Watchers, entities that exist in dimensional margins, drawn to consciousness in flux. Not hostile, not friendly, curious. Is this the truth? I don't know. But it's our truth, what we've observed here, where the barriers between realities are thinner than anywhere else. So what do you think? Brain glitch creating nightmares fuel? Or something watching from the spaces between? Either way, they don't stay long. Most of the time.
Awesome.
So in other words, the Rift Walkers are pervs that just want to see you in your underwear.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, they just are curious, and so I think it's a great theory. I think it's a really great theory. And
yeah, no, it is really cool, man. Like, I see what you're doing, and I think it's cool. I think as you tag that up the right way, get up on people's searches. We're looking for sleep paralysis stuff.
Yeah,
kind of Trojan horse them into the thing, because even if it, like, you could be in, I could have a conspiracy like, this is what I think it's motherfuckers in between dimensions. I could say that and it'd be just as plausible, just as real, just as viable as that guy saying it. He just happens to be a character in a lore-filled universe, whatever.
Right.
Like, there's no difference. I'm sure people have said that.
Right. And well, and even
Something
MK
like
says Trojan horse, play that algo. Yeah, that's it, right? It's
Yep.
like, again, I know, like, I'm a realist, and it's not offensive to say, like, people aren't, millions of people are not going to accidentally stumble on adult fantasy by itself because there's a billion hours of video uploaded a day or something. Like, there's so much content now. And so it's like, okay, well, I have to figure out a way for people to come into the world and kind of stumble into it. And it's like, okay, well, what are they really looking for? Right. So have them come in by search and try to get them hooked through the thumbnail, through the title, through the content. Give them the facts, so we're not lying to them. Like I'm giving them the scientific evidence of like, okay, this is what science says. And then I get, because we've already set the stage that the guy who's telling you this looks like Vincent Price meets Doctor Strange, like then that gives us a little bit of permission to be like, well, here's what we think, right? And then that's when we can kind of bring out characters or tie it into things or set up little story points. We're kind of like getting permission to do that after we provide like most YouTube videos. If you were to like watch the science behind sleep paralysis, would basically be the first like 7 minutes of that video, right? It's like, here's the science, and that would be it. And it's like, okay, well, we can actually do something a little different and kind of spin it and kind of give everybody like the reality of it and kind of the facts of it, but then maybe tie it to something. Like I'm really interested in also like tying things that are happening in the world or happening with whatever and kind of doing that comparison in Hyper Brooklyn to hopefully make people think about something, you know, and just in general, like, oh, well, I never thought about it from that perspective, or, oh, that's actually really like, I really am. If there's one thing I'm proud of this episode, it's that, it's that they're like, it's the bridge between the worlds is the hardest part. And I'm really happy with this one. Like, and like where we're giving the facts of sleep paralysis. And then it's very easy to say, well, this is what happened in Hyper Brooklyn, because we just make that up, right? The hardest part is the bridge to be like, okay, well, what if? And then you're kind of bridging this plausible science with the fantasy of adult fantasy, where it's like, what if these Rift Watcher creatures, they actually just live in that space between dream and consciousness, which is a hypothesis out there, right? I didn't make that up. It's a hypothesis. And where they just live there. And because you're in between conscious and unconscious states, you're basically in their world for a minute. And they're attracted to that, right? Like that's kind of a cool bridge between the adult fantasy stuff that we do and the scientific stuff that is fact about the actual condition, right? It's plausible, like this plausible bridge to our world. Like I don't know if I can do that all the time, but that's sort of what I'd like to go for. Richard says, that was awesome, Todd. I think you found your calling. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Reality says, I think they're great. I don't think there's anything out there like it. I like how every episode approaches Hyper Brooklyn from a different perspective. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm still trying to, like, I'm still figuring it out. Like I the more I do, the better vibe I get for how to approach things. You know, right now I feel like, and I think Doc and I were talking about this earlier, where like think of that adult fantasy channel, think of it as like a TV network, like ABC, NBC, whatever, like one of the major broadcasting networks, wherever you are in the world, right? And then inside the channel, we can spin up multiple pilots for shows. So right now there's technically 2 shows. There's the Tit Show, which is sort of the anthology character show. It's all called This Is the Show, but there's the anthology side that is character exploration, and then there's the What Files, which is a little more it's more like the What Files, right? So what's it say? MK says you need to put in the reps. Won't feel right until you really get a rhythm. Then you'll feel better. Yeah, I'm definitely in a production rhythm. I'm still fighting to try to get it into a weekly, but I'm less worried about that now and more like, let me just get them out on time. I'm starting to think what I might do, at least through January, is like the next, without spoiling anything, the next episode is the last episode of the year. It's going to be more on the anthology side, I think. And so I'm thinking about kind of doing like a rotating thing for a minute, because the What Files is longer, and the character pieces are shorter. And I'm like, well, if I can get the character pieces shorter in a shorter period of time, then maybe I can start getting ahead again. You know what I mean? So like maybe one week maybe one episode is like an actual commercial, like doing some more of those commercials from the world, or maybe one is just another character piece, or maybe it's going back and forth between what files. I am still figuring the organizational part out, but I'm trying to. My next goal is to try to figure out a way to deliver as much as I possibly can, as fast as I can, while also being able to just do all the other stuff I have to do, is just being a dad and and all the normal stuff you have to do. Like I've got so much to do with adult fantasy, without adult fantasy, like inside and outside is just so much to do. God's
been waking up in the morning, he gets his tracksuit on, and he goes out to the mall to speed walk and chew gum at the same time, training for this mission. He's good on you, man.
Thank you, bro. Richard says, "Good night, guys. This little fart is fading fast. Love you, man."
Yep.
Later,
and
Richard.
On that note, we're probably going to wrap up now. But that was a good episode. I look forward to seeing more.
Thank you. I have
Back
how much
that ass
artwork I have to show. I have so much artwork to show.
All right, you got 4 minutes.
Fuck. Okay, 4 minutes. Let's do some artwork really quick.
All right, guys. See y'all next time. Thanks for joining.
What?
You can't do it in 4 minutes.
I can do it in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Give me 4 minutes.
All
I'm
right.
going to do the highlights. I'll do the
What are you
highlights.
going to show us? What are you going to show us?
Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
right.
Let's see.
I
God,
have to go deal with a family thing. So
Huh?
I've got to deal with a family thing. So
Are you able to do 4 minutes?
I'm waiting.
All right, there we go. Hold on. All right, here we go. Speed run. Classic X-Men recreation by Art Adams.
Oh wow.
Oh,
that's cool.
damn.
Oh man, God, that's like the biggest reaction I've ever heard out of Avery.
Yeah, I mean that's because it's fucking sick.
Right.
So there you go. There's one. We've got.
That's really good.
It's really awesome.
That might be one. You guys look at Art Adams a lot. I'd say that might be one of my favorite examples.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Classic Greg Capullo. I love his X-Force run. I just love. This is my favorite work of his. Thundar the Barbarian by Jack Kirby. I can't tell you how much I want this, just because it's Thundar the Barbarian
Wow.
by Jack Kirby. We've got Punisher Warzone by Jim Lee from the 80s, 88.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool? And then we've got this is awesome. So like I was not a fan of Silvestri during this period, but this is dope. Look at this Cyberforce cover.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's amazing.
It honestly looks better in black and white than it did in color.
It does. It looks way better. Andrew, I'm going to share my desktop now because I'm going to show you one or two more things and then we'll be good.
Okay.
These are the best. These are the big things that I have. So, okay. All right, cool. So, let's see. Alex Toth, another Art Adams character design.
Yep.
I got a lot of Art Adams sketches that came out. Conan from Buscema. Let me see. I don't have these. I downloaded, so I don't actually know the. Look at this. There's a Buscema ink and his pencil, which is just cool.
That's cool.
Oh.
Beautiful Buscema ink. Just a sketch of a chick. I love this. I want that so bad. Let me find some Art Adams early stuff, like his thumbs. But this is the one. It's gonna be the last one. Yeah, it's totally the last one. Look at this.
Oh yeah, peak Silvestri.
Peak. This is one of my all-time favorite covers. This is one of my all-time favorite covers. I just love it. It's purely Frazetta inspired, but it's obviously Mark Silvestri and Dan Green, and it's just gorgeous. 1986.
I had been buying X-Men for 9 months.
The crazy thing is, right there, that is how little there is there. You know.
Yeah. Well, I always wonder, and this is one of those things. If I ever meet Mark Silvestri, I'm going to ask him like, I don't know if I'd ever get an honest answer, but my impression, I love Dan Green's inks on Silvestri, but I can absolutely see how someone, if you're the penciler, you might fucking hate Dan Green because he's so loose and so like crunchy with his inks. You know what I mean? I could imagine Silvestri being like, man, I just fucking hate this guy. This guy's ruining my artwork. But to us, it's like classic stuff. You know?
I don't think he would tell you that.
I don't know. No, he probably would never tell me this, but my instinct tells me that he really fucking hated Dan Green, which is supported by the fact that at the minute he got his own stuff, he got different inkers. He didn't bring Dan Green over to Cyberforce. Right?
Yeah.
Jim Lee definitely brought Scott Williams, you know?
Oh yeah.
But this stuff is just gorgeous to me. It's one of my, so I just wanted to share, that's one of my all-time favorite covers, and yeah, man, it's just wicked.
It's nice.
Yeah. You guys want to see that Art Adams again just one more time? Hold on, let's see.
Quickly, because we got to go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn sick, man.
That is pretty.
Look at that. Look at that storm. Look how long do you think it probably took him like a week?
A week or two.
Yeah. Because all that black background, that's all hatching.
Yeah.
The whole background is nothing.
Yeah. And speaking of original art, follow me on Twitter.
Yes. What's your Twitter handle?
It's
it's illustrations
762. Yeah.
God,
Okay.
Jesus.
6'2". You said 2 6s. Dang,
All right,
dang
guys.
Twitter.
Well, we have to
Because
wrap up.
I've got original art for sale on there on my Rare Mart.
I'm
Very
looking
good.
right
Very
now.
good.
Yeah, go pick it up. Go support Avery. He's got an adult fantasy variant cover up there, that the Devoid variant cover. I want it. I'm gonna save my shekels because I want it.
Now, did you say Instagram or
Rare Mart? You can see him on X. I think he's got him posted on X. And
It's on X.
Yeah.
All right, very good, very good. All right, well, fellas, hope you all have a great weekend.
Yep.
I gotta go deal with some family stuff now, but
Andrew's got to poop.
hope you all have that too. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we will catch you all next week. Same
Hi,
time,
guys.
same channel.
Hi, MK.
Saturday.
Hi, reality.
Twitter.
Saturday, we're doing a party. We're doing
That's right.
the Adult Fantasy Party Saturday night. Come by. It's on X. It'll be on the Adult Fantasy HQ Twitter feed, X feed, whatever you want to call it. Just go. Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Love to see you there.
All right, later.